Welcome. Today, I'm doing my next in the series of figuring out my top 10s. This time I'm starting on my top 10 games, like top 15 or whatnot. And I said before, the thing is with my games, like with the manga one, it was like, hey, I have like 100 to 180 read in total. Not that hard. Anime and games are gonna be way harder. Simply because I have like 800 watched anime and like 1,000 something games. Of course I haven't played all of them, so through some of them I can get through relatively quickly. But I thought, last time for the mangas, because I don't own all the mangas, of course, because some of them aren't even translated and officially whatnot. So I thought, so I just showed images on screen and did that. But I thought, I do own all the games I have. Like, I do own all of them. Most of them. But I do own all the games I'm gonna cover. So I thought, why not do it like this? Now, this is a box full of games. Mind you, these games were all in cases, like in cassette tape cases. I still want to print covers for those, but my printer is shit. So my plan is to actually make like a almost 60 by 80 centimeter poster, and like order that from like one of these poster shops, from the cheapest one I could find. I think it was like 18 bucks for one of these, or like 20. And then I'm gonna cut the poster. I think I dialed in the size correctly now, so I just have to do the remaining amount of covers that fit onto the poster itself, and then I'm gonna order one, and I will see if it worked or not. If it didn't work size-wise, I'm just gonna store it away or whatnot. But if it did work, I will actually cut them out, which is gonna be very cool. But here's the thing. This box, that's just Game Boy games. Right, original Game Boy games, and the black ones as well. I don't differentiate between grays, between whites, and between blacks. For those that don't know, like, black ones are compatible with Game Boy and Game Boy Color. In the sense that when you put them in the Game Boy Color, you will have like actual color, and not just a thing applied to it. This is my box of Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advance games. There are some fun ones in here, especially in like this bag here, because I have a bit of a way of buying games. I don't mind certain things too much. But yeah, I will have the games off to the side though. I will like pull them out, put them here, and talk about it a little bit. That's the way I go, and then I will rank them. Say like, okay, these games are these are like potential for top 10s, these aren't, blah blah blah, right? And I will do it per system as well. So this is gonna be very intensive. I'm trying to do this a little bit faster. Last time, like these are like, that's like 100 games, I counted them. Last time I took like 4 hours. I don't want to take 4 hours again. But before you do that, I can actually do something here. And pew. Yes. Let there be light. It looks super yellow on camera. I have no idea why. Like, this looks kind of orange to me, and this looks yellow. For whatever reason, the camera turns this into yellow. So I have to live with that. I thought about using my phone somehow, but I was like, I don't want to set it up. I already messed around too much on Tuesday, and then I went to sleep, went to bed, and then I fell asleep. So let me pull out a stack at a time. There we go. That's maybe a bit too hard. There we go. Oh, I forgot to do something. Something very important. Good that I remembered that. Right, here it is. The thing is, this camera here is like on a thing, and it sometimes tends to unscrew through the weight. So if I knock it or whatnot, so just in case, I have this, some random like gimpy mask, and I'm gonna put this on despite it being really hot in here. So trust and believe, I suffer with glee because this is some weird gimpy mask, and that's why I own it and not because I want to hide my face. Now in winter this would be amazing. I would just open the windows if I wouldn't have cats that would freeze to death. My like moustache is weirdly caught in it. As in, I don't really have a moustache, I just have a few stray hairs. There we go. So let's go. First stack. Now there are a few under there that I will immediately discard, as in they don't matter. Like this one. This one is called the 64-in-1. No repeat. Game USR Color Advance. This is the real shit. You have Super Mario 64 on there. The Japanese version. Harry Potter, it seems like it's the PS1 version. Can't even read all of them. You have Jumpstart Dino Adventures. I don't know if you can see that, but for me this looks more like the cover for Dino Crisis, so I don't know where they got that. But yeah, this is one of these shitty like multi-cards. I like them. I think they are charming. I actually have like a bunch of them. That's like a thing. I will have like 2 or 3 of these. I think the very next one, no, actually not. Let's see, the stack I pulled out. No, there's not a multi-card in this one. Okay. But yeah, this is obviously in the immediate discard. Even though I think they're funny. Like, as I said to you, when you like try to go through what kind of games are supposedly on there. It's mostly like popular Game Boy games, maybe some ROM hacks, blah blah blah. Usually they're very easy to tell apart because no game has like a cover like this. And the game, of course, is always like real Game Boy games have the Nintendo Game Boy logo up there. So yeah, this game, not in my top 10. Very funny, but not in my top 10. I will put them in this way to signify that I already... That works perfectly. I get it. Okay, yeah. Next up, Shadowgate Classic. Now here's the thing, Shadowgate, I really like the NES, the OST for like the first room. I have Shadowgate 2014, I've never played it. I saw this, it's a bit dirty here. And I was like, man, Shadowgate is like one of his games I always see and I'm like, oh man, I want to play it. But I never do. So this is actually one I really want to play. But because I'm kind of aware of Shadowgate, so far it's gonna go here. As in, it has potential just because of you know, because of me knowing it. Next up, Barbie. Game Girl. Yeah. Like, over the years, I accumulated a lot of shit. Like, games I will never play, probably. And this is, like, one of them. Like, yeah, you go, like, online, and you're like, okay, I want to buy a game, and you have, like, okay, I buy, like, this bundle. This one I want, this one I want, this one is just, you know, included. That was a spoiler, by the way, not really. But that's just how you get games like these. The Game Girl. It's like a weird, if I remember correctly, it's just a weird platformer. Like one of these super boring ones. We're definitely not a contender. Let's be honest here. This is... No idea. I can't fully read it, but this is something Sanrio. Now, Sanrio fandom, I don't trust these people. I feel like they're gonna eat you alive. This cartridge, seeing it here in the light, actually both of them. I thought they were black, but they are actually, like, look at this in comparison. I thought they were like this. Okay, you can barely see this on stream. You can kind of tell. Like, this is black. And this is a very dark bluish gray. So no idea about that. And my cat is doing something. Yeah. Like, so some of these games, like, I buy, like, bundles of Game Boys sometimes from Japan. And repair them. Like, broken ones, I mean. What the fuck is my cat doing? Can you stop? Apparently not. So I get these Japanese games, but I have a bunch of Japanese games just for a very specific reason that I will talk about once I come across one. But yeah, this is not gonna be either in my like games list. What the fuck is this here? Let me put them like this, maybe. Yeah, that's gonna be better. As I just shown, the next one is a black one, the blackest of them all. That's like a yo-yo game. Don't ask. It's like another one of these. Like, hey, here you go. I think it's real, right? The difference in blackness is something that kind of confuses me, but I think it's real. It has the game bit. If I look inside, it looks very real. I think that's just a real cartridge. Like, so Nintendo has been extremely inconsistent. Like, there are cartridges that just look like ass, and with time they also like change color. You can see this here, actually. Yeah, you can tell this is supposed to be the same color, but it isn't. It just happens over time. You can kind of fix them. I did it before, but it's like it involves chemicals and it's like kind of messy, and especially with my cats these days, I don't trust it, so I don't do it anymore. And the effect it's not worth the effort, in my opinion. For some devices and such it is, but most of the time no. So yeah, I never played this game. Like, I tested it, of course, if it works and whatnot. But I like how shitty the covers look on some of these. So yeah. Like, I will have like a bunch that I've never even played, or just like very shortly. Just like this. This is like a football game. It's actually kind of funny. I think it's like this series with these characters. This is like a common character. There are a few games like this. I didn't fully figure it out on playing it, but I'm gonna keep it here for now. I don't have much else to say. Ranma 1.5. I've never watched Ranma. I really should. I mean, I think it's for some people it's the series that awakened their lust for traps, or for, you know, gender bend bullshittery. Essentially, this ruined a generation. Never played it though. Right, so one of these that I didn't even bother to play beyond checking if it even boots. This is Adventure Island 2. The Adventure Island games, I played them, and I find them ridiculously boring. It's like one of these games that you don't have here. Like, they're not as popular in the West. I think you don't really hear about them too much, and deservedly, I would say. But I like the art. Like, this is actually pretty sweet. It does remind me a little bit of Ghouls and Goblins, especially like the way the princess looks. But other than that, you know, not a game I'm gonna put as a contender. Oh, here's another one. All new, 190 in one. It doesn't even have a font here. You have Mega Man, what's that, 4. You have a game that I think I actually have. No, it's just like an image of a temple, but it reminds me of this, even though it has nothing to do with it. And then you have like just some obscure image. I don't even know what this is supposed to be. Give it a little clean. Having my cleaning supplies out right now. Yeah. But another one of the fun cards. The thing is, these they're really ass. Half of the time they don't boot, or they don't fit well, and yeah. But I like them. Like I don't put them in my. I will after this. I will not put them on my shelf anymore. I'll put them in a special like bootleg section or whatnot. But I like bootlegs, right? I'm actually a fan of them. I find them charming. What next? Alleyway. Oh my god, Alleyway. This is such a good game. I played through it entirely. It has like 30 levels, I would say. Like it's not very complex. It's breakout, or what's called. Like if a thing at the bottom moves up and like a ball that's to destroy the bricks. It's not a complex game, but you have like Mario in a little pill-shaped spaceship and it moves around, and overall a good contender. Battleship. Don't you have friends and you still want to play Battleship? Well, it exists for the Game Boy. Yeah, it's literally just Battleship. It's super boring because of how slow it is. But like one of these games, you like I mean, just look at the cover. It's so boring. They couldn't even fill it out. It's just white. Like what the fuck? Why wouldn't you just take this and like blow it up to the entire size? No, it's white. Smack tab in the middle. Done. So boring. No, don't shoot there. Don't you? No, don't do that. Don't smell that either. Come on. You're not invited today. I have to be careful also with my cats, because my gloves will get dirty over time. And I don't want that to show up. Sailor Moon. I don't know the slightest thing about Sailor Moon. I know that this cat exists, and that's like the typical like magical girl companion, but that's about it. I don't even know what this game is. I think it's like a beat 'em up. Not entirely sure though. Like on Game Boy, most games are either like puzzle games or platformers. If you don't know what they are, it's like a good guess. Let me grab like the next batch here. Next stack. Crayon Shinchan, I know I've actually 1 and 3. Also never played this game beyond just testing them. That like it's like I bought like a lot of different Game Boy games for a specific reason, and these were like included, and I was like, yeah, that's like the thing is buying them super cheap. Trying to sell Japanese games, not the easiest, mind you. Not the easiest. This one, somebody wrote their name on it. I tried to get it off. It's like, but the plastic over like decades has absorbed the ink way too much. I can try to use maybe one of these magic erasers, but for those that don't know, magic erasers, they just kind of like are very fine, like sandpaper almost. Which is why they I wouldn't recommend them necessarily. I had to use it on my mouse a couple of times already. It's already dirty again. Because I have a white mouse, I will replace it at some point. Just because of that. But yeah, what is it? It's this game. The name is it's like a modern anime, isekai, like an isekai anime. It's David Crane's The Rescue of Princess Bloblet. A boy and his blob. I played it, I didn't figure it out. I couldn't figure out how to play this game, really. So I never really went beyond that. Oh, this one. This is like one of these Japanese ones, right? That you can buy them here for like 5 times the price that you can buy it in Japan. right? So I just bought the Japanese one because this is literally the same. It's exactly the same. There's no difference between this one and the Western release. There really isn't. If you don't care that it has Japanese leather on there, then go with the Japanese one. This is a really cool game though. Donkey Kong on the Game Boy is extremely nice. I almost finished it. But it's like almost like this bit of like a puzzle platformer. And then you have like a Donkey Kong level, then you have like 2-3 puzzle platformers, and then you have a Donkey Kong level again. It's actually pretty cool. And I would actually put it above Alleyway just because the gameplay is so amazing in comparison. DuckTales. Everybody loves DuckTales. Good game. This is like one of the first ones I like really like opened up and cleaned out and fixed and everything because it was so less broken. And it works. And I got it cheap, and that's why I like it. But also the gameplay is really nice. It's very simple though. It's a platformer. Like you can't really go. It's hard to mess up a platformer, especially simplistic ones on the Game Boy, right? Speaking of simplistic things you cannot mess up too much. Game & Watch Gallery. The thing is, if I remember correctly, Game & Watch started, like Game & Watch Gallery started here in the West on the second game. So we have 3 in the West, and in Japan there's actually this one, the first one. So it's actually... It's still, like, once again, it's like, they're super expensive for what they are, especially. In the West, when you buy the Western ones, and just go with the Japanese ones. For whatever reason, if I remember correctly, the Japanese, like the Western ones, they like, ported full, like, I'll get to that in a second. But the Game Watch Gallery actually pretty nice, and I'm gonna put it above here. Soon enough, they're like gonna be kicked off. The footballers are gonna get kicked off, how ironic. Yeah. Game & Watch Gallery 2. And Game & Watch Gallery 3. It's Game & Watch games, right? Like, have you ever seen a Game & Watch? It's like these LCD games, right? Super simple. And they have like Mario characters in them, making them a bit cooler. But yeah, this one, you see, is like Game Boy Color. But it's like one of these like black ones. And the thing is, here in the West, I think the second one is already Game Boy Color for us. Weirdly enough. And I don't have the fourth one. I still want to buy that one, but that one is a Game Boy Advance game. It's a bit more expensive, even the Japanese one. It's a bit on the harder side to get. Genshin, I think it's called. This is the Genshin collection. Right, I said this in I think in the Sword stream I complained about this. Remakes and like collections and shit, they used to exist even back in the early days of video gaming, right? This is a collection of the first 3 games. I think here in the West it's called Bonk. It's actually pretty fun. And you know, it's a platformer, so you can't really get wrong with it. I might play this one on stream at some point as well. Like, I might at some point do like a Game Boy stream entirely and just go with some of the cooler ones. But yeah, Bonk. Pretty cool. And you can get like a full collection of the first 3 games, which is nice. At least the Game Boy versions, I don't know too much. Bonk is like one of these series that never really made it over here. Or it's like not one that is really talked about, as far as I know. You hear about the Donkey Kongs and about the Alleyways and the DuckTales and the Marios, but you don't hear about the Bonks, the bald children that are like cavemen, and when they eat meat they get angry. You don't hear about them. Nobody stands up for the bald children in our world. Kirby! Once again, this is like one of these games. Here in the West, super fucking expensive. Japanese version, exactly the same, no difference. I think the game doesn't have any text. And the text that it does have is still in English. Doesn't... like 2, 3, 4 times the price for the same game. Just so you have an English label. Yeah. Not the biggest Kirby fan, but it's a pretty solid game. not gonna lie. So these are the current top 10s. And they're gonna go rapidly, I would say. Because next up is Kirby's Dream Land 2. That's Kirby's Dream Land. And that's Kirby's Dream Land 2. Same story. Japanese game. A fraction of the price of the Western version. And I would say 2 is actually slightly better than 1. So, goodbye. And we're not done with Kirby, are we? Because we have Kirby's Pinball Land. Yeah. Not the biggest fan of the pinball games. I want Pokemon Pinball though. I haven't bought that one yet. That's like one of the few I want to buy, but it's like... That's also one of the few games that's like... It's expensive in the West. And it has enough text that it kind of deters me to go with the Japanese version. Maybe. But yeah, would I put Pinball over any of these games? Not really, but same story once again. Buy this one if you want it. Don't go with the Western release. The filthy Gaijin release, as we call it. Here in Switzerland. No fucking idea what this is. It's 2. It's a second game, it's a series. It's some manga, anime, whatever. Like the first time I saw it, I thought it was Such Bell. But this is not Such Bell. It's a weird... I don't know what this is. Something, I think that's a Ru. Like RU character. I think that's a... Ki? Something? Karu? Kishikaru? This? Kishikaru? Could that be it? Or like this is like it has like the nubbins that changes the thing. Yeah. I should learn Japanese. I only remember a few. Like I know that this thing here is a no. And this is a ka. I think. Yeah, no. I'm not a Japanese person. I don't speak Japanese. But same thing again. Japanese version, much better. Hi, DV. How are you doing? Welcome. I sadly cannot read the moon runes after the DV. Yeah, go with the Japanese version. Super cheap. Same game. And it's Picross. I really like Picross. I really like Picross. I think it's one of the best things out there. I have all the Picross games on Switch and on DS. So yeah, I have to give it... I prefer it over Kirby. I prefer it over DuckTales even. I prefer it over Alleyway even. Yeah. I'm actually gonna rearrange those a little bit and knock off the first Game & Watch one. Mickey Mouse. Yeah, it's like a generic platformer. Like the Disney-tism is really strong in Japan. I've learned. Like Sanrio is like one thing, but Disney, like Disney adults in the West is one thing. Disney in Japan is like a completely different beast. They really like their mouse. Like I ordered a few stuff from Japan, like mostly Toho stuff, and all of them were like wrapped in Disney stuff. It was actually hilarious to see. But yeah, this one's called Mickey Mouse 2. I googled that. We don't have this game in the West, I think, or it's called something completely different. So I'm not too sure what the actual name is. Let's move this to the side. Oh, shit. Come on, let me grab those. Thank you. It's falling apart a little bit here, but hey. Next up. I don't know. Don't worry. You can just relax. I don't speak anything but English and German either. I have no idea what this game is. I think it's like a RPG, I would guess. Maybe even a JRPG. It looks cute, but I cannot put it on in my top 10 because I have no fucking idea what it is. Oh, come on. Not the easiest. Oh, look at this. I tried my best to clean it. You might be able to see it. It has like purple here. It has like font here. Somebody really went wild. They just scribbled all over it with a pen. And it's like super discolored. It has like hicks out of it. It's not the worst shape one I have, by the way. I will get to that in a bit. This is Motocross Maniacs. It's like a super generic arcade gamey kind of thing. It's not like the thing on NES with the hills. It's something else, if I remember correctly. But yeah, not too interesting, I would say. World Cup. Another one of these super generic games. This one, I see everywhere. People these days, they want like 10, 20, 15, 10, 20, like 30 bucks for this thing. This is like one of these games I just see everywhere. Every fucking person owns this game. And they try to sell it. It's one of these super generic early Game Boy games. Where they just tried things and saw if it sticks or not. Like, play the other soccer game I put away a second ago. It's dead. The one of the funny characters, at least. Now we get a bit to the Pokemon-tism. I have a bunch of Pokemon games here. In Japanese, for some reason. Essentially, what I did... Let me... some stuff here. Essentially what I did, right, is I had... Okay, that's all of them. Oh, no, there. But I'll get to that later. I had all of them, right? I had yellow, I had red, I had blue, and I had like this green one here. This one is like in a 3D printed thing I try to do. It's not that good. It's fun though. So I had all of them, these three. The German versions. So I was like, let me just sell them. I bought all 4 of those for the price of one of those. For half of one of those. Like, I sold each of these for like 60 or 70 bucks, and I bought this pack for like 30. Like, this is absolutely because nobody speaks Japanese here. But I was like, you know, let's just buy these. In case I ever want to learn Japanese, this is like a good thing to have, I would say. Because this could be a fun way to acquire the language. But I'm not somebody who has the Pokemon-tism, and so I can't really put them on there. I'm not the biggest Pokemon fan. I mean, maybe let's do it like this. Yeah. Let's keep that one on there. The box is completely disheveled. Even with Game Boy generation, you play Pokemon Red. Like, I grew up with the Game Boy as well. It was my first console. And my first game is still coming up. So I'm interested in that. Speaking of Pokemon, Pokemon Silver, also Japanese. Same, super cheap if you want to buy them. But not my thing. Kicks or Quicks or whatnot. It's this game, you have like a square. And you have like these enemies that like run around the square, and you have to kind of like build like blocks and shit. It's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. But just like, look at that. It's destroyed. But it's like super, like it's even more simplistic than Game & Watch, I would say. So back into the bin it goes. Oh, R-Type. This is a super cool looking cover. It's a Japanese one. It's R-Type 2. For being a Game Boy version of R-Type, it plays surprisingly well. It looks surprisingly good as well. It's this shmup with, I think, like this giant dick thing, right? That goes like a penis. It's actually pretty fun. I suck at them though. I do suck at those games, but I would say Let's put it here for the time being. Knocking off Game & Watch collection. It's looking good, but it will drastically change in the next few entries, I tell you. Rockman World 5. It's Mega Man for the Game Boy. 5 is apparently the best one. I only have 5. Same deal once again though. Super expensive here. You don't need to buy the expensive one, just buy the Japanese one. I never really played it though, but I think it's less simplistic than Bonk. So we'll knock that off. It's another one. This is a super... What is that? 108 in one. You have Space Invaders, Super Mario Land, Tennis. I don't have Tennis. I really want to buy Tennis. That's like one of my first games. You have the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Once again, like, this is super cheap. You can see actually how cheap the plastic here is. It's almost translucent. It's like very it's completely off to this color if you see it in real life. It barely fits into the Game Boy as well. But they did use a game bit, funny enough. For whatever reason, they were like, okay, you know, we can not include the logo here. We can't make a good mold whenever this was made. But we can use a game bit screw. But yeah, I like bootlegs once again. Once again, Japanese version, just the same as the English version. Fraction of the price. And Super Mario Land. And Super Mario Land 2. I played Super Mario Land on stream, the second one. I'm still more privy to the first one. I like this one more. Which is why I have to... And it's one of my favorite games. It's certainly tops DuckTales. And Alloway. I wouldn't necessarily say tops Picross for me, actually. But Super Mario Land 2 also, I would probably put like here. Oh, it's Balloon Kid. I thought that runs. I thought for a second that was the Mario one, which would have been very fitting. Sadly not. I don't understand, like, I understand why this exists. At the same time, it feels kinda strange. It feels off. Like, why would you do that? Why would you want Tamagotchi on your Game Boy when you can buy the actual Tamagotchi? Right? Like, come on. But it's a white cartridge. We love white cartridges here. There we go. Got the last stack out of the regular Game Boy games. But yeah. It's cool that it exists. But it's never something I would buy. Like, if I want to play Tamagotchi right now. If I would want to have one, I would just buy the little eggs that you can buy, right? They're like this size or whatnot. They have like little buttons and beep 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 beep. Somebody maybe be able to like convert a cartridge like this into a Tamagotchi with... I mean, do I have one here? I mean... this here is a... Can you see it? This is an ESP32. This thing is more powerful than the Game Boy. It can play a... You know, it can't even emulate Game Boy as far as I know. Like, you could put Tamagotchi on there. And like, it fits in there. Like, look how thin this is. Remove the legs and the USB-C port and you got... That could be a cool, interesting idea. Right? But yeah. Move aside, Tamagotchi. You had the Tamagotchi game? Like, I get why you'd want it. It's certainly probably cheaper than buying a new Tamagotchi. You get like 5 in one. I like to call it though. I know there are like multiple of those though. I know there are like 3 or 4 of these. Which that's the more baffling part to me. Terminator. Get to the chopper. I never watched Terminator. Well, I did watch Terminator, but... Like, all of these games that everybody enjoys, All of these movies like Terminator and Star Wars and whatnot, I'm like, I watched Predator. I liked Predator, but not Terminator. But it's a friend's. It's good old LJN. The piss rainbow of making video games. They make the best video games. Funny enough, the game is actually not called Terminator 2. It's called T2 Terminator 2, the arcade game, if I remember correctly. Yeah. It's like a side scroller. It's like a slower Contra. It's kind of ass. Turtles 2. This is also a Japanese one. I know people really like this one, but I never played it. I never bothered to play it. The next one though. Yeah. I can't say much about it. I also never really got into the Ninja Turtles, right? I like the aspect of going like with painters and like, oh yeah, radical, we like pizza and shit like this. But I think it's a bit... But next up is this. Tetris. It's really damaged up here. Sadly. But man, I love Tetris. Only Shadowgate, it doesn't deserve to be this high. Gonna be honest. But Tetris does. I love Tetris. Tetris is, to this day, one of the few games I always like. Super Mario Land, Tetris, it's like these games I just pick up, take my Game Boy, one of them, I have like 50, and just play it. I also have like these clone consoles somewhere. Like what? Like here's one. Right, these. Every time I have one of these, I put like 50 rounds of Tetris. I have it on my Switch as well. I need to be careful about the screen. It's a bit dirty and it's not charged. But I also play it on there, right? I play it on everything. If I have a device that's capable of playing Game Boy games, I played this game. That's why it's number one. Which is such a shame because Tetris Deluxe DX is so much worse. You don't understand, but you know my love. Oh, yes. I think I love this game. This is first game for me. Number one. The first one I played. But this one? Shit. Absolute shit. It's so strange. It's so weird. It's such a weird game. All they had to do is improve on this. Like add some color, maybe some nicer sprites or whatnot. This... into the trash it goes. It's actually that bad. I hate it. Oh. I dropped it. Well. This one is one I have no idea how to play. It's Link's Awakening. Once again, it was like included in a bundle. I was like, you know, let's just buy it. This game costs like 60, 80 bucks or so here. It's insane how expensive this game is here. It's absolutely ridiculous, and I will get to some other games as well. I like the Switch one. I like the Switch remake. It was really good, and I feel like Nintendo really blew it with not just making all of the old Zelda games, right? Like, where is A Link to the Past? Where is... That's Link's Awakening. Where's Zelda 2, Zelda 1? Like, where are all these games? Why did they only make this one? But yeah, as in... If I actually have to say, like, gameplay-wise... It's like here for me. Like, here for me. Knocking off Shadowgate. Which I like Shadowgate. I think there weren't enough point-and-click adventure games on the Game Boy. You know, it works surprisingly well. So actually, let's do it like this. Speaking of Disney, this is an ugly game. I played it for like 10 minutes and I was like, nah, don't. They just ported everything to the Game Boy. I don't know why. But here I feel like some of these, like the Japanese don't even have it. But these like the German ones. Herausragende Seite. Made in Japan. Also made in Japan. Patent pending. I wonder if it's still pending or if they got it by now. More like, I mean, that's not Disney, but it's a generic platform of cartoon characters. Like, I recently saw this this tweet. Like, just how we have weebs here. They're like, oh yeah, I love anime so much. In Japan, apparently, they're like weeps for Western cartoons, and there's like a full like discussion of these weeps shitting on each other. They're like, oh, you only like Disney crap. I like the Looney Tunes, and then somebody else, you like Looney Tunes and hate on Disney crap. How generic. I like random obscure cartoon from like the 70s from the US. It exists everywhere. Here we have the people who pretend to be anime people. Pretend to be Japanese, like, oh, I wasn't meant to be born Japanese. Oh, and I'm gonna go to Japan. I have like a coworker who's like that. She sold her 13th month. Here we get an extra salary each year, but you can't sell it and get like 4 weeks of vacation. She sold those and goes to Japan, and she does that every year. I haven't played them yet. Next games. I haven't played them yet, but Ultima, I love Ultima. It's such a good series. I played a few of the PC ones, but Runes of Virtue, same again. You can't really buy them here for a decent enough price. But even though I haven't played them yet, I would put them like as a double here, just because they exist, right? I think Ultima is a fucking amazing series. It's influential. It's extremely influential. If I remember correctly, Ultima 3 is what essentially led to Final Fantasy? Was that it? I think that was it. Like, I know Ultima 3 was extremely popular. It got like an NES port, I think. Or Famicom, as it's called. So yeah. Once again, there are also Western Nobus, so how you would call them in Japan, so that's always funny. Ooh. It's not my favorite game of the series, but it is the start of one of my favorite series. Once again, buy this one instead of the Western one. It's much cheaper, so I would put it honestly above Mario. Honestly, I would put R-Type here. And the next one is also Warland 2, same thing. This is a Game Boy Color game, so I should probably put that into the Game Boy Color once. Yeah, let's do that. Instead of... where is it? There it is. So Game Boy wise, Game Boy, these are my top 10. Number 10, these I'm gonna save for Game Boy Color. Oh no, I'm missing 2. This one I bought for $4. 4. And I opened it, switched out the battery, and now it works again. It was broken. I switched out the battery, it works again. Now I'm selling it. I hope somebody buys it. But yeah. It's just Kirby's Dream Land 2 again. And then these two, these are like... This is like a very weird puzzle game. It's like very simple, of course, these days. But I like how it looks. Like, wouldn't you want to be this guy? Controlling the shapes, the blocks. Like, look at him. Like, he's manipulating everything. And then you have Snaky Snakes. I played this, and at first I didn't get it, but then I got it. And it's like a platformer, but with like snake mechanics, where you eat stuff and you grow bigger, and you have to grow to a certain size so you can end the level. Not my favorites, mind you, not my favorites, but interesting games nonetheless. And I got them for not cheap, but a good amount. But you might be able to see something here, especially on the back. Can you see that? These bubbles? Can you see those? Like here in the front and in the top here, I think, yeah. See that bumpiness? These like things here? This happens when you store Game Boy games in plastic bins. Because they start to off-gas, or I heard at least, they start to off-gas the softeners in the plastic. Which then attacks the plastic of the cartridges, breaking them. This is very mild. I've seen them completely bubbled up, looking like foam. Like, if you store your Game Boy games in a plastic bin, take them out and put them into something like a cardboard box or whatever. Plastic on plastic, surprisingly destructive and not recommended. Like, actually, don't do that. Do not store Game Boy games in plastic. Like, all of like the weaker, the softer stuff has softeners in it, and when it heats up and cools down again and heats up again, it releases those like chemicals that it's made out of, and these include the softeners, and they start to attack other plastics. So yeah. So when they're out, they stop getting damaged, but don't do that. So yeah. Top 10. Top 10 for Game Boy games. R-Type, number 10. Ultima Runes of Virtue, number 9. Alleyway, number 8. Super Mario Land 2, number 7. Super Mario Land 3, Wario Land, number 6. Mario Picross, number 5. Link's Awakening, number 4. Super Mario Land. Yeah, Super Mario Land is gonna be top 3 bronze. Number 2, Donkey Kong. It's such a unique take on this game. It's actually really fun. I can highly... If there's one game that you pick up for the Game Boy, or check out after the stream, I would recommend Donkey Kong to be checked out. Like, everybody knows this one. Everybody knows this one. Everybody can know what Picross is. This one, pretty good. And of course, number 1. Number 1. The big gold medal. I don't have gold here. But the big number 1 is for me Tetris. And with that, I'm done with the Game Boys. Now, we get to box number 2. Yeah, there's like... For Game Boy Advance games, there's a lot of weird shit in here, by the way. Thanks! I think it's a nice choice as well. Now, the Game Boy Color games are gonna be a bit more difficult. How am I gonna do this? Like, just pull them out like this. Yeah, I think doing it this way. It's gonna be better. And then... I mean, I need to sort them anyway, so I will into the box at least a little. Okay, Game Boy Color games. Mission Impossible. It's not a good game, but it has a very interesting feature. You can use the it has like a software in here where you can use the Game Boy's IR receiver, and I think you were able to control the TV with this, like a TV remote. So that's interesting, but as a game, it's really boring. I can't recommend it. This is the only game. It's so boring. It's so bad. Nobody wants it. That I actually got the box for like super cheap. Like, it's full, complete in box. That's the only game I have in box. Like old games I have in box at least. For the Game Boy. So that's how bad it is. Like, these are a bit more jumbled up now. Kirby's... I don't know what it's called. It has like a twist sensor. The same thing I use on my character mod. Like, it has basically one of these in here. Right? One of these that I use for my head. Like, this shit existed back in the Game Boy days, but it looks like a bootleg. The cartridge looks so bad. It looks fake. But it's a fun game. It's a fun game. I can't reveal this one yet. Or this one. I can reveal these. Hamtaro. This one has a new battery in it. I can see that immediately. I might have done that. Who knows? Let's see. Soldering shop looks good. Yep, probably was me. Because I'm so good at soldering. Never played. I think these are platformers as well. So, no real idea if they're any good, really. They're not gonna go here. But Hamtaro, surprisingly popular here. I remember seeing somebody like, oh yeah, I'm 80, I'm like 80. I don't know anything, but I do, I'm a hardcore metal dude, but I know Hamtaro. So it's very popular here. It has waned a little bit, but I think it's a cute little thing. I want to watch it maybe. Maybe I will do it. There's actually, this might get me a copyright, but it's important. You know how anime has like openings in like different languages? Which one was it? Not the Japanese one, not the German one. Oh fuck, was it the Dutch one? Let me quickly check it out. No, it's not it. Okay. I don't remember. Haku language? That doesn't ring a bell, sorry. Is it like the language from Hamtaro? Or is it like your language? Where are you from, by the way? If I might ask, just for out of curiosity. Oh, I forgot it. There's like one version which is really good. I will tweet it maybe after the stream. I might upset some people. They're still gonna be good here. The Oracle games. I mean, I can actually Google it. The Oracle games. A toy functional programming language based on literally Japanese? That sounds interesting. So it's basically like there's like a cable here. What's it called? COBOL, which is also supposed to be like a readable language, but it isn't really. If that is what you mean. Pretty cool. I like stuff like that. Or maybe you mean something else, but yeah. Oracle games. Nah. I hated them. I didn't like them. Everybody goes on about how cool and great the Oracle games are. But it's like the Pokemon-tism, but just worse. This like double thing. It just doesn't work, in my opinion. I would say I preferred Seasons more over Ages. I think this is Seasons. I can't even tell. I think this is Seasons. But they might get knocked off pretty fast. Super Mario Bros. Deluxe. Surprisingly good port. Surprisingly good for what they had to work with. It's basically the original Super Mario, but on a smaller screen. Smaller screen. And for that, hell yeah. I would actually recommend it. I'm probably gonna put it up here because it's a classic. Pokemon Puzzle League. Once again, it's one of these games that's like super expensive. It's fun, but I can't really say much about it. I played it, like I played through it mostly. Some of the like I thought it had like levels actually, and some of them got me stumped. I was like sitting there for like an hour trying to solve some of those. Like actually, you know, let's get this one over with. Pokemon Crystal. I think it's the coolest Pokemon. Like I always like the combined versions, right? Like as you have like blue and red, and then you have yellow. Now yellow is not the best, but you have like silver and gold, and then you have crystal. I always liked like this one, right? The combined one, the cool one. Oh my glove ripped here somehow. Hope it doesn't happen anywhere else. I don't even know how I did that. Crystal is probably the best one. It's so fun. It's like, look at it. It's such a cool cartridge as well. It's so good. Yes, but look at this. This is the Western one. Okay, this is the Japanese one. Oh, dude. Like, not even just the game, but the cartridge itself is so fucking amazing. So amazing, in fact, that they changed the molding from 1 screw to 2 screws to show off the crystal. Like, this is the kind of shit that I want. Right? This is cool. This is amazing. I like shit like this. I really, really like stuff like this. Which is why it goes all the way to the top. There's like a good... I think Crystal especially has like one of the better like ROM hacks, if I remember correctly. I don't remember what it was called though. But there was a good ROM hack for Crystal as well. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this one goes down 1. But yeah, this perfect. This is one of the first Yu-Gi-Oh game. It's not the last one we will see today. It's not good. It's not good. It doesn't even use Yu-Gi-Oh rules. It uses like some loosely, some very loose rules of Yu-Gi-Oh. Das dunkle Duell. It's German. Yeah, I paid too much for a game that's actually kind of bad. There are good ones, mind you. There are good ones, but that's not one of them. Okay, now we get back to the Lost Color games, and I will fill up here very soon. Violent 2, Zelda, once again, Zelda, I will probably put this one above here, just because it's better. Violent is really good. But I get to that in a second, because I have Violent 3. Now, I haven't played 3 yet. I've seen it though, so I will put 3 above 2. And the next one is gonna be a little bit upsetting, maybe. Or the last two. The last two will be upsetting. First of all, don't buy from limited run games. Right? Don't buy from limited run. They are horrible. They're a bad company, they suck ass. You shouldn't buy from them. But I was kind of weak, because Shantae is one of the most expensive Game Boy Color games that you can buy. So I was like, okay, I have to bite the bullet. This costs a lot of money. And I saw this and I was like, okay, I have to. So expensive, right? So I have to, I played it, I completed it. It's not the best game, mind you. I don't like it as much. So I will put it here. Actually, I like it more than all of these combined. Yeah. But now... Ooh. I might have talked about these before. I certainly did stream them before when I... Before I was Yaku in this form. Right? Before I was like this rock here. Before I was this. I actually played these on stream. Some dipshit wrote on this. On the label, not on the cartridge. Not here. I can get rid of that. But here. This is annoying. These are the Harry Potter Game Boy Color games. Those are JRPGs. Like Final Fantasy and whatnot. The first one, you're only playing as Harry, if I remember correctly. But in this one, you have like the full party. You have like Ron and Hermione, and you have the spider, the snake. It's so cool. This one is... Oh, it's unexpected. And of course, it was one of these games we had as children. Right? One of the few games we had as children. Like, remember when you were a child, you had like 3 games, and you're like, oh yeah, this is cool, this is cool, this is cool. I want one more. Well, too bad, we don't have the money. Because games are expensive, and you were a child, and just go outside and play. But this one we had. And oh, it might be nostalgia, but I really like that they made a Harry Potter JRPG. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. The third one, we get to that one. So yeah. The first one is not as good as the second one, so I would say... like this. And because I don't like these games, really, I will say... I will put this one here. Am I alright with this when it comes to the Game Boy Color games? It's impressive. It's impressive, but I would probably knock this one way up. This is fun. I mean, we've already seen Zelda. It's just an improvement over the other one, so it's not really ranked too high. Yeah, I would say this is good. This is my top 10 Game Boy Color games. Number 10, Shantae, just because, you know, the other ones aren't all that good. I still want more Game Boy Color games. I have like a lot. I have many of those, of the Game Boy games. I have many Game Boy Advance games. I don't have too many Game Boy Color games, sadly. I want more Game Boy Color games. But yeah, my top 10, Shantae. Number 10, Shantae. Number 9, Warrior Land 2. Yeah. Number 8, Link's Awakening Deluxe. Number 7, Pokemon Puzzle League. Number 6, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone for the Game Boy Color. Because this game is like ported to every platform ever. On every platform it's different, so I have to specify. The Kirby pin, like the rolling thing, is number 5. Number 4, Super Mario Bros. Deluxe. Number 3, Bronze. Warrior Land 3. Number 2, Silver. Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. It's interesting that this is in German, but the actual text here is it's in English, German, and French, it seems. But yeah, really cool. It's one of my favorite games, actually. I really like this game. I should play it again, maybe in private, not on stream. And then last, Pokemon Crystal. I'm not the biggest Pokemon fan, not a Pokemon fan, but Crystal has caught me. I will have to do them kind of separately because they fall apart. And at last, we get to the last box. There's some garbage mixed in here. There's some actual garbage mixed in here. So this is funny. Let me actually do this first. There we go. How should I do this? Let me just like grab a few at once. The Sims busting out. This is a fake. This is a fake copy. So it goes into my fake bag. This is one of these bootlegs. You have Super Mario, 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 you have Pokemon, and you have Pokemon. And 183 in one games. I like these. I think they're funny. They use an actual like Game Boy Advance molding. They use like proper screws. I think they took a broken game and replaced the innards. I think the outside might be real. Nah, this molding is not good. This is not a real cartridge. I thought they might have done that. Yeah, you can also see that it has like a little thing there. Real ones don't have that. Funny though. I like these. I like fake games. Speaking of fake games, The Sims 2. I don't even know if this game exists on Game Boy. But yeah. Another fake. Like, these are super obvious because the label is too big. They should be much smaller. So they're like always really easy to tell apart. Like, speaking of more fake games. Kim Possible. Same deal. Like, look at this. Like, the character's not even... It's only one eye that's on there. That's how fake it is. And of course, it uses a different screw. It's really cheap plastic. This one here as well. Real Game Boy Advance games don't come in this garbage font. And they certainly don't have a quality control sticker on them. This is another fake. You can immediately tell because it has like a quality control stick on it. Once again, it's really cheap plastic. It has the slit down there as well. The cover looks alright though. But other than that, you can immediately tell it's a fake as well. Same with this one. Pocket Dogs. Or is it Pocket Dogs? Just ball prints. It has the quality sticker on it. It has the slit down there. Fakes. So many fakes. Not real games. I have more, by the way. Just need to kind of clean this box out a little. But there's some legit games in here. Like all of these are legit. Let's quickly grab like a bunch of those. Let's see. Actual games. Super Mario Kart. This is really I've good taste in hobbies. Thanks. I mean, you have good taste in streamers and hobbies as well. Let's be honest here. to pat myself on the back. This one, very good. Super hard though. This is the hardest Mario Kart. You can't tell me otherwise. The SNES one, the Nintendo 64 with the rubber banding. This one is the hardest Mario Kart there is. This one... Is it fake? Is it fake? I'm not sure if this one is a fake. I think it is. I think this is a fake card. I will have to open this to confirm it, but I will not. Do my top 10. Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga. It's the start of one of the greatest series that Nintendo ever produced, that went with ups and downs and up and down and up and down. The newest one looks really bad. The one for Switch. But this one is good. It's really fun. It's just a really fun RPG. But I wouldn't put it above Mario Kart. I was not the biggest fan of Chain of Memories. I only played the PS2 version. But the like bit crunched the big crunched theme for Kingdom Hearts is so good. Like, what was it called? Dearly Beloved? Or something? It sounds so good. And this one is expensive as well, but... It's impressive that they were like, okay, let's put Kingdom Hearts on the Game Boy Advance out of all the systems there are. And they actually pulled it off with a cool little card mechanic. This one is fake as well. I know this one because I know. Trust me. I opened it up before, that's why I know. This one is fake. Oh, I can't talk about this one yet. Disney Royal Adventure. Or Disney Princess Royal Adventure, like... I did say I have some garbage here, but so far it's placed. Well, I mean, I can immediately actually get rid of that one in a second. I need to actually first clear the box up here. Oh. There are like some gems in here that I think not everybody knows. Right? Some unexpected ones. So yeah, this one, nope. Dragon Ball Taiketsu. I think it's like a fighting game. If I remember correctly, it's a fighting game of Dragon Ball. Most Dragon Ball fighters, not too good. I really like Budokai Tenkaichi or Metroid Sparking Zero, I think. This one though, not so good. Yeah, what else do we have here? Another fighter, Guilty Gear. They really tried. I think I also saw like Tekken on there. What was the other one? I think Tekken, Street Fighter, and some others. Like a bunch of fighters got ported to the Game Boy Advance. And they're just not good. Do you play Rockman EXE? Mega Man. I played like the first one. I have like the collection, right? I have how can I show this? It's like hard to show. Like I have the NES ones, the first, but I'm not too big on Rockman. Sadly, I don't have too many. I get the appeal though. More Harry Potter. This is like, once again, Philosopher's Stone, right? And then we have the Game Boy Color one. These are completely different games. Completely different. That's one game, that's a different game. This is a JRPG. This is like an isometric adventure game. Like, what the fuck? What were they thinking? But for now, it's gonna go here. SpongeBob SquarePants, the movie. Not a bad platformer, I have to say. It's actually kind of fun, but somebody like, drew on there with a ballpoint pen, especially. You can't get that off the label. It's a fun game, though. I can actually recommend this one. I'll put it above here for now. The first Tales game, never played it. The Game Boy version is the worst one, apparently, so I never even bothered. It might also be fake. I don't like how the font here looks. And the screw. This might be fake. I'm gonna put it aside right now. This is Lemony Snicket. I remember watching the movie. The game is just some really bad platformer. So it goes so far dead last. I mean, while we're on the topic of platformers, do you like Super Mario? Or like, do you like Doki Doki Panic? Because they made it for Game Boy Advance. It's actually pretty... It's a good port, right? This was my first contact with the original Mario games. Same with Super Mario Bros. 3. Which is Super Mario Advance 4. I like 3 more than 2. But look how chewed up this is. Like, this looks like my cats got to them. Like, it actually looks like my cat was playing with this. See how broken this is? Like, how does this happen? What is this? This is... Oh. I had some other ones here. Once again, Super Mario World. This was my first contact with Super Mario World. So yeah, so far like this. I like 3 more than World. Actually, can I move it over like this a little bit? There we go. I like 3 more than World. But what I like more than 3 is Yoshi's Island. But this is the worst looking label of all of them. This looks super cool. This looks super cool. This looks super good. Like, this looks like the original one. And this looks kind of fake. And it has like a burn mark here. It looked like somebody put like a cigarette out. For whatever reason. I think it actually goes through the plastic, yeah. Can you see this? There's like a... here. Somebody burned it. It's the worst looking one, but label-wise, but it's the funnest one. And now we get a bit more into the weeds. With some more obscure and cool ones. Soon enough. Madagascar. As I already said, it might be fake, so I have to check it out later. More bootlegs. This is fake. I paid way too much for this, thinking it was a real. It looked real. But it doesn't have... You might see this. It does not have the number. Like... can you see this? Like, you see this? This spec here, that's a number. Real games have numbers on the label. This one doesn't. This is fake. Oh, it's so bad. I wish I had a real one, because Emerald, just like Crystal, is probably one of the Pokemons I like more. But I cannot put this one in good consciousness to these games later on. But for purpose of top games, I will put it in. For the purpose of being in the top list, I will put it in so far. I almost have to make a top 15 for the Game Boy Advance games, if I'm gonna be fully honest. Almost. Speaking of bootlegs, have you heard of Pokemon Moemon? Or have you heard of Pokemon Toho? Toho Puppet Play. Yeah. Those exist. I found like a guy on a local reseller that like sold these. And he did something really dumb. He sold these, like he put them up for like $1. And then he went and boosted his own listing. So when I bid like, oh yeah, I buy this for $1. $1, 1 Swiss franc. The guy went in and like he bid as well. From like a secondary account, so it went up to $2. So I bought these for a bit too much, but I like it. It's so funny. These are like some of the more well-known ROM hacks. This one's kind of fun because they have Toho characters. This one is just every Pokemon is animified. There's also Lolimon, I think, which got a bit of controversy. But yeah. Fake Pokemon games. I like them. There are so many of these. There are so many of these, but both bootlegs. Both fake games. Yu-Gi-Oh! Let me get through the Yu-Gi-Oh! Games while I'm at it. Destiny Board Traveler has nothing to do with Yu-Gi-Oh! Besides having the character of the game in there. It's like a board game. It's not good. Don't play it. Dungeon Dice Monsters. Really fun. But I did make 2 or 1 stream of it. One stream. I did 1 stream. I streamed this. I played it. It's so boring. It's so boring. Like, once you figure out how to play it, you just need to rush. If you rush the enemy, it's easy. It's so easy. Which is why I'm gonna put it right here at the end, and it will drop off immediately again. It's a fun concept. I am surprised nobody remade, or like, made a spiritual successor like this. Somebody should make another, like, dice board game monster thing, but make it a bit more balanced. And maybe add an online multiplayer. Yu-Gi-Oh! The Holy Cards. This one is really good. This one is a really good Yu-Gi-Oh! Game. But man, it starts very easy. And then like, this is the end of the game here. Right, this is where the game ends. It goes like easy. Difficult as fuck. It's so hard. But you know what's harder? Let me actually place it first. Yeah, let's do it like this for now. You know what's harder than this game? My penis. But you know what's even harder than my penis? It's a Reschiff of Destruction. Or in German, Reschiff der Zerstörer. This game is so hard. It's so difficult. Holy fuck. As a kid, I was never able to beat this. And I've looked up on how long to beat how long this game supposedly is. It takes people like 10, 30, 40 hours to get through this game. That's how difficult it is. It's extremely hard. Like, this is one of the more difficult games you can buy in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Franchise. It's actually super hard, but it's like a super cool game, and it looks good. The sprites are good, it plays really well, and I would almost say I place it above Doki Doki Panic. Knocking off SpongeBob. Speaking of SpongeBob, what the fuck? No way. Oh, wow. Okay, okay. Can you see this? I thought somebody was like writing on these with ballpoint pen, but this is the exact same pattern. That's actually how it meant to look. This looks it looks like somebody wrote on there with a pen. Like, I don't have a pen right here. But I thought this was pen. Like, actually, I shouldn't use this one. I shouldn't use this. Like, it looked like somebody took like a pen like this and just went and but no, that's actually how it is. And I have two of them. Why do I have two of them? This one goes onto this here, so I can sell it. Let me get the last bad ones out of the way. Like, actually, for real. These are the last bad ones. Pferd und Pony. Lass uns reiten. 2. Horse girls are another breed of human. There's something strange about horse girls. Let me put it like that. Like, if you're into Uma Musume, that's one thing. If you're into actual horses, like if you have to play the horse games, if you have to ride a horse, if you have like pictures of horses on your wall, you're sus. You're very sus. You're like a red from Among Us. Yeah. There are so many of these games. I don't know why. I don't know why. There are like hundreds, thousands. The Game Boy has them. The Advance has them. The DS has them. The PlayStation has them. The Dreamcast has them. The Switch has them. I recently saw these games on Switch. What is it with horse games? Like, actual just, you brush a horse, you ride a horse through an obstacle course. Why are there so many horse games? Like, actually, there are millions of these. It's baffling. Like, I don't know what it is with horses, but something is going on here. Big Horse is gonna come for you. Finding Nemo. I never played it. I played the PS2 game. I didn't play this one, so I can't really say if it's good or not. It looks fun. I'm not a Disney guy. Now we come to game changers. These are the ones that will completely shuffle this up, by the way. Harry Potter and the Prison of Azkaban. I streamed this game as well as my old self. It's another JRPG. It's so good. And I think it's gonna replace Kingdom Hearts for me. For whatever reason, they were like, okay, let's make the first game, like, let's make Philosopher's Stone on the Game Boy Advance and make it some weird RPG, some weird, like, isometric adventure game. But let's take the third one and make it another RPG. I don't get it. And I don't get why they didn't do it again. Because the RPG ones are the funnest Harry Potter games, in my opinion. It fits so well. It's actually annoying how they never attempted it. There was like a short time where they made JRPG games out of everything. There's a Lord of the Rings one. Speaking of Lord of the Rings, the Third Age on PS2, right? The Third Age on PS2. is a JRPG like Final Fantasy X. The Third Age on Game Boy Advance is like Fire Emblem almost. It's like a tactical RPG. What? So weird. So weird. For, like, developers back then, they were like, okay, we get like a license. Let's just try whatever. They were like, oh, we have the Lord of the Rings license. What do we want to make? Let's make Lord of the Fire Emblem. Actually. So good. Such a fun game. I don't like Doki Doki Panic too much. I'm gonna place it here for now. Do you like beat 'em ups? Power Rangers Ninja Storm is a really good beat 'em up. I can actually recommend Ninja Storm. This one here, Time Force, Ninja Storm, hell yeah. And this is another thing, like these collections, a lot of these exists with like 2 or 3 games on them. I only have one of them for the Game Boy Advance, but I'm trying to track some down, just because I think they're funny. But Ninja Storm, actually, I'm gonna put it here because it's a childhood game. I have nostalgia for it. You know, it's a bit crowded. Let me actually put it like this. There we go. But this one, very good. Next up, I'm not gonna place this one. Rayman Raving Rabbits. It's a mini-game collection on the Wii and on the PlayStation 2. They actually made a classic Rayman on the Game Boy Advance. Like, what the fuck, Ubisoft? You still had it in you. They still had it in them. And they never made more. It's so baffling. Instead of making Rayman 4, instead of making like actual like new Rayman games, they made one for the Game Boy Advance, but they only made like mini-game collections for the rest of the consoles. This is a fun game. If you see this one for a good price, actually pick it up. Actually pick this up. But I'm not gonna place it here. Yeah. Should I do it? I think I should. Since this is technically a SNES game, I'm gonna knock it out and replace it with Yoshi's Topsy Turvy. I don't have the English one or the German one. I used to have this game, like my mom, she gave away all the Game Boy games we had, all of them, including this one. So I recently was like, okay, let's buy this one because it's so expensive. I don't want to buy the one here. Such a fun and unique game. I like the tilt mechanic, right? I love these unique ones, right? Like this one. I love this unique stuff. This is actually really cool. I think it's one of the more forgotten Yoshi games because it's kind of hard to emulate, if I remember correctly, because you cannot emulate correctly the gyro thing. Maybe you can. But yeah. I'm gonna do it in this order now. 3 left. 3 left. Nickelodeon SpongeBob SquarePants. What's it called? Oh, it's called SpongeBob SquarePants and Friends in Freeze Frame Frenzy. This is an on-rails shooter. This is one of the most charming Nickelodeon games I've ever seen. If you actually don't know this game, go and check it out. It's so good. It's actually really fun. I will play this game on stream definitely at some point. Trust me. Maybe not today, not tomorrow, maybe not in a year, but I will play this game on stream. 100%. It's such a charming game. I actually tracked this one down because I was like, okay, I remember this game. This game was ingrained in my brain. This is an on-rail shooter for the Game Boy Advance with Nickelodeon characters. You're like SpongeBob and you have like a camera, right? You're like, click, right? You go and take your camera and then you make click. And you get like all the characters and you have like tons of like unique interactions and everything. It's so charming. It's actually really charming. But it barely doesn't go on there. Just barely, but I'm leaving it here for the second to maybe rearrange it at the end. Metroid Fusion. Pretty cool game. Really expensive. Oh, I really wish Nintendo would be like, okay, let's make a Metroid collection where we just remake these. Or just, you know, just sell them as like one thing. Metroid is really good. I'm gonna replace Mario World. Because if I have to, like, I'm thinking, I have something in my throat. If I play this versus the NES SNES one, I would always pick the SNES one. And I have the SNES one. So I'm not gonna pick this one. And the last one, I can already tell you. Oh, this is a really good version of Bloody Tears. Oh, it's so good. I should buy some Castlevania games. Number one. It was foreshadowed, right? Let me just... What do you get when you take Warland 1, Warland 2, Warland 3 and make an amazing game out of it? Like the most amazing game you can make out of it. You get Warland 4. This is my favorite Game Boy Advance game. It's charming, it has amazing sprite work. It's really fun. It is probably one of the best Game Boy Advance games. And I'm missing a game. I just realized I'm missing a game. But yeah, speaking of Warland, I will... at some point, I will play this on stream. You can trust me on that one. I will play this one on stream. This one is so good. It's so good. But I'm missing a game. I'm actually missing a game. Where the fuck is it? What? How? Let me go check real quick. I'm back. I almost lost it. I almost lost. I was like, what the fuck? What is happening? Turns out I'm not done. I have more. I mean, Star Wars Episode 3, who fucking cares? Yu-Gi-Oh! World Champion, Day of the Duelants, who cares? Fucking Narnia, who cares? Dragon Ball Z, Legacy of Goku, not too good of a game. The third or the second one is better. I have another one of these. Yeah, it's actually another one. Which one is in better condition? They're both pretty bad. This one's slightly better. So I could sell this one. Yeah. A big setup, a big upset here is gonna happen. This one goes. This one moves here. These two swap places. That one goes down here. That one goes up. These go up. Wade Hickson's counterpunch. Oh, I thought I lost this game. The fact that I wasn't in here, I was like, what the fuck, where is this? I bought this. This is not a cheap game, necessarily. This is super charming. I will play this on stream as well. This is such a charming game. I can actually recommend it. It's like Punch-Out, but with like a cartoony, super interesting style. If you've never seen Wade Hickson's Punch-Out, Counter-Punch, check it out. Which is why it goes here. So, number 10, to wrap it up here. Yu-Gi-Oh! Reshref of Destruction. Number 9, Harry Potter and the Prison of Azkaban. Number 8, Wade Hickson's Counterpunch. Number 7, Super Mario Bros. 3 for the Game Boy Advance. Number 6, Metroid Fusion. They're starting to lean a bit. Number 5, Yoshi's Topsy Turvy. Number 4, Superstar Saga. Number 3, Mario Kart Super Circuit. Number 2, Pokemon Emerald. And number 1, Wayland 4. Now, I jumbled some of the stuff up, so I don't 100% have them in order anymore. I have to check it after the stream again. But all the number 1s are these. Those are number 1s. Number 2s. And number 3s. Wait. Was this number 3? I think it was. It might be dumb. Yeah. So number 1 of each, number 2 of each, and number 3 of each. Good that I found this out. I will post them later on Twitter and maybe in the community posts with a bit, more graphics. But those are my favorites. Those are my favorite Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, and Game Boy Color games. Maybe in the order Game Boy, Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance. But, yeah. I hope you enjoyed this. There was a big upset there at the end. I was actually about to be upset as well. Oh, I'm like sweating so much under my mask. Nobody cared until I put on the mask. Oops. But yeah, all of these games highly, all of these. Let's go back here real quick. All of these games, all of the games in my top 10, highly recommended actually. Actually, if you want to have a fun game, even if you just download them from some sketchy website, you're like, oh yeah, let's use an emulator or whatnot. All games are showed here. Super good. So let me actually recap. They're not in order anymore. But all of these super good games that I can highly recommend. I have to check after the stream exactly what my order was. But yeah, those are my fat stacks as they call them. That's how we'll end my stream today, with the fattest of stacks. And all of these games here, all of these are fake. All of them. They're worth nothing. So I will put them somewhere else. But yeah, that was it. That was it. I hope you enjoyed watching me figure this out. I will do more of that. Maybe I can actually... There we go. A little bit more space, actually. Not as zoomed in. This... Like, all of these other ones, I would probably... If I had to sell them, I would sell them. I would try not to sell them, at least. But these I will keep for the rest of my life. That's for sure. This is a treasure. This has some masterpieces in there. As DV said. Masterpiece. All of them masterpieces. Maybe not completely, but you know what I mean. And with that, I want to say... Thanks for watching. I will do this with other games as well. I have still... all the I have all the home console games. I have all the DS, 3DS, PSP, PS Vita. I don't have too many PS Vita games. Switch games, you know, everything. I have all of these consoles, and I will do these at some point. That's like my big thing, to get my top 10 games, top 10 manga, top 10 anime. That's like the 3 that I have. I could also do top 10 tools or whatnot. Yeah. It's actually cool that I found out that I have duplicates. I can both sell these. I didn't realize that. But with that, I want to say, thanks for watching. Really, once again, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy this. And I will see you tomorrow with Drakengard. And maybe we will finish tomorrow with, you know, I'm just missing 15 weapons. And like 2 chapters plus the final level, which is like the big babies, and like the big woman, the voluptuous woman that we kind of like shoot with the dragon. Dragoon, so to speak. Drag on these nuts. Can you see this? I dropped one of my microphones and it actually dented my table. Glad you enjoyed it. Hey, it's DuckTales. Glad you enjoyed it, and I hope everybody who lurked and who just, you know, stopped by for like 1 second, I hope you enjoyed as well. And I hope you found some cool games as well that you should check out. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.